Hey everybody, how's it going on this Friday night? If you're watching on YouTube, come over to you now and we'll talk. You guys can ask me questions and then I'll answer. How's everyone doing tonight? It's nice out here in upstate New York. Hey, Barbara, oh, the shirt I'm wearing? I will put it on the store. It's ready to go. It's ready and printed to go. Hi, Tammy. I have another one that's coming out really soon too. I'm just getting the design burned right now. I'm really excited about it. It's like a kind of like a Halloween inspired shirt. I'm really working on them right now. What other one do I just reprinted my Go Vegan Stranger Things ones too, because that's coming out again. Valerie was so bored. Well, hopefully we can turn that around with this amazing broadcast tonight, right? Friday night. What's there to do? Get on You Now and watch Vegan Zombies broadcast and tell all your friends. I don't know if this is even working again as far as streaming to YouTube, because that's what it's supposed to do and it just never works. Never works for me. Let me see. We stream? It's working. What do you know? So yeah, I'm back in my house. The kitchen is coming along, so I'll be doing some more of those kind of videos. And he's over there laying down on the floor. Okay, cool. So both of them. And last time I talked to you guys, I lost connect. Well, that was 2 times ago. I lost connection because I was in the hotel in Baltimore. BGO says everyone in here is vegan, right? I don't know. I mean, this is open for anybody. If somebody's interested in going vegan, come on in. We'll talk to you. Okay, so we got a bunch of vegans here. We're talking vegan stuff. Actually, we talk about whatever you guys want. Valerie, vegan 7 years. Congrats. Hey guys, tomorrow's my vegan anniversary. I did a video. I just got done with a video and I'll post it tomorrow. So where is everybody tonight? Where's everybody tuning in from? I gotta say it's a really nice night here in Syracuse. It's nice and cool out there. John, to be honest, I have not heard from John in almost a month. He went off the grid. He went on this like travel thing that he's done once before, where I'm just gonna say what I remember. I might not even be right. I think it was the Colorado River, and he was doing like whitewater rapids, and I think he may have gone like through the Grand Canyon or maybe not. But anyways, he had no cell phone reception. I have not talked to him in like 3 weeks, and I think he's coming home tomorrow. And I heard that through the grapevine, so I don't know. Other than that, I think he's doing good. We have San Diego. So today it was about 80 degrees here, and now it's really nice. You know, the neighborhood that I live in is just, it's full of skunks. These cute little skunks that you just don't want to go near. Last night when I was coming home, pulling in the driveway, and the skunk just waddled in right under my car. And now, you got to watch out. You don't want to smell like a skunk. A few years back, Indy got sprayed right in the face by a skunk. I'm 14 and I've been vegan almost a year and a half. Congratulations, that's awesome. Indy decided he wanted to go in the other room. He's bored. He's a bored pup over there. My parents aren't vegan, but that sounds like my story. When I was 14, I went vegetarian and my parents didn't support me. 8 months vegan tomorrow. That's awesome. Tomorrow's my vegan anniversary as well. Hi from Vancouver. I want to visit there sometime. I didn't see that YouTube clip. I should probably make my own with all these skunks I see. I'll go for a walk with Indy at night, and I'll see skunks everywhere. So I put them on Snapchat, and they just do their thing. They just. How long are you vegan? Well, tomorrow is September 23rd, and it will be 23 years on the 23rd. So I made a video, which I'll upload tomorrow. BGO, is your name Hannibal Lecter? Do you know someone named Clarice? I don't know. Who's excited for fall? I know I am. I love this time of year. I'm vegan as long as you're on the planet. So I went vegan when you were born. Good apples, good pumpkins. The smell in the air if you live in a place that has seasons like here. It's so nice here right now. You like human flesh. Okay, so you're a zombie. I get it. You're a zombie. It is great camping weather. I like it. We have one zombie in here and a bunch of vegans. It's all right. It's okay. I went apple picking last year. I intended to do a video and I don't think I ever got around to it. Maybe this year. What's my favorite fruit? It'd probably be a tie between a mango or a clementine. And I do like watermelon as well. But if you give me like the perfect mango or the perfect clementine, I don't know. It'd probably be a tie for me. I'm crazy about the yellow. Have you tried the yellow watermelon? I had one from the farmer's market a couple weeks ago. Favorite vegan meal? I get that question a lot, and the first thing that pops in my head is like pizza. You can pretty much make pizza however you want, and I love making pizza almost as much as I like eating it. But if you give me the right ingredients, I can make a really nice pizza. I can eat pizza every day, so probably pizza. Um, Barbara went to Mexico, so that's right down the road pretty much from me. I'm in Syracuse, Liverpool area. I used to go up to Fort Drum for work. Still trying to get the hang of a good vegan pizza. Check out some of my videos on YouTube. I make like a ton of pizzas. If you check out my stuffed pizza with the broccoli and spinach, that's killer. Definitely recommend that one. I give a lot of tips for making pizza too, because I worked at a lot of different pizza places throughout my years. Back when I first went vegetarian, vegan, I worked at different pizza places long time ago. And I kind of want to open my own vegan pizza shop someday. Hi, Ashley. You have a couple minutes left on your lunch dinner break. What are you having for dinner, lunch? The pizza log video, like the pizza roll. Yeah, we got some pizza rolls. Pizza rolls are delicious. Yes, now that Miyoko's is around, I want to go back and make all those old videos with Miyoko's cheese. Because we made the pizza rolls way back in the day, Daya, back in the day, and the cheese sticks. I just uploaded a new cheese stick video today, and it's kind of like a bird's eye view. Somebody thought that I copied it from somebody else who uploaded a video last week, but I uploaded the other video from that like 3 weeks ago. So I didn't copy anybody. I'm always original with my recipes, just in case you're wondering. Do you ever consider going to help people in disasters? I do consider it. I actually, not really a disaster, but I went to Standing Rock. I mean, I guess you can call it a disaster of politics, but I went there to get some real coverage of what was going on and do some interviews with some of the people there. I did that last year, and that was an experience. Thank you, Am girls, for subscribing to my YouTube channel. Angela, I hear you. So, I used to prefer pizza without any cheese on it at all. Sometimes. Sometimes I want the cheese. Sometimes I make my own cheese. But now that Miyoko's is around, I love that on my pizzas. Miyoko's mozzarella. She's got several different cheeses, but if you grab the mozzarella, throw that on your pizza. Hi from Coventry, England. Hi, Karen. Vegan 6 months only after watching YouTube vid about a factory farm. Vegan on the spot. I love animals. Oh, congratulations. The vegan buffalo wings. That sounds pretty good. I'm kind of hungry. Terry became a fan. Why are you ignoring me, zombie? Somebody here wants attention. Zombies aren't vegan if they're dead. Do I kill insects, or does BGO kill insects? Let's say I don't go out of my way to kill insects, but if there's a mosquito on me, it's attacking me. Yes, I'm going to get rid of the mosquito. I don't go out of my way to kill them, but yeah, I'm not going to let something bite me or land on me and suck my blood or anything like that. So no. I leave them alone, they leave me alone. Now zombies, on the other hand, if a zombie was coming at me, yes, I would take care of that zombie. The best place to eat vegan in New England. Really, I haven't been to too many places. I know Veggie Galaxy is pretty good in Boston. Um, I had a vegan zombie burger at Silly's Twist, and that was in Portland, Maine. I did a whole little trip when I visited Stephen King's house last year. I did a whole little trip down through, let me see if I can say it right, Bangor, Maine. Checked out Stephen King's house, the whole little town there, and there weren't too many vegan places, but the ones I did go to were there. I mean, they're yeah. Silly's Twist, which is not vegan, it's just vegan friendly. It's really hard to find them where I went. I will let it have a little blood, but if it comes back, swat. Spinderella, I know you don't drink. Are you straight edge? Yes, I am straight edge. You are a spitting image of your dad. Is he vegan? I'm a spitting image of my dad. My dad is not vegan, although he's been eating some vegan meals to my surprise because he would never touch anything vegan. But as of late, I have a video of him eating vegan grilled cheese that my brother made him. My brother made him a vegan grilled cheese and gave him vegan chocolate milk, and he loved it. And my brother sent me the video, and I'm like, whoa. And I have a video of him trying the Beyond Burger, and he actually liked it. I didn't think he was going to touch it. Julie's in Connecticut. I've only passed through Connecticut. I've never really stopped anywhere in Connecticut. Is there, do they have, do you guys have pretty good vegan restaurants there? Well, Spinnerella is in Connecticut too. There you guys go. Maybe you're near each other. I look just, Francine, do you know my dad? Or have you just seen him on the video? Garden Cafe in Woodstock. I went there like a few years ago. It's pretty good. Just the videos. Okay. Okay, so you guys are not near each other. Is anyone going to um, the vegan festival in New York City on October 1st? Because I am. Hi, Fabby Goo. Fabby Goo. And I'll be going there with No Egg Craig. No Egg Craig. We're driving down there, Vegan Fest. It's going to be on Randall's Island on October 1st. The Dominion trailer, no. What's the deal with the Vegan Fest? It's a vegan festival. Lots of vendors there, lots of vegans, lots of vegan food. Um, yeah, it's fun. So there was a vegan fest in Grand Rapids, cool, last Saturday. I didn't see that documentary or the trailer for it. I'll have to check that out. Oh, you just finished getting your tonsils removed. How'd that feel? My sister had that done. She was in the hospital for a while too. Harvest Fest in Rochester? I didn't know about that. What is it? What's Harvest Fest? Maybe I should go. I want to go to LA tomorrow for my vegan anniversary and just eat at all the restaurants. Little vegan jello. Oh, I'm sorry. You're gonna have to eat jello and pudding and smoothies. Tomorrow on the 23rd is my 23rd year being vegan. I just did the video for tomorrow about how I went vegan kind of thing, but um, how do I remember the date? So I'm really good with dates and numbers and remembering people's birthdays, and I got a really good memory like that. But also, it was my friend's birthday who I was hanging out with on the day that I went vegan. So it was his birthday, and I was sitting at Taco Bell, September 23rd, 1994, and I had some vegetarian burritos and tacos, it just all came to me. It just all went through my head. I didn't want anything to do with the cruelty of any of these animals. I didn't consider it food anymore. I didn't want it. It was disgusting to me. I didn't want it in my body ever again, and I went vegan that day. I did it cold turkey, yes. Angela's on day 38 and hope I can say it's been that many years someday. Someday you will. Congratulations on 38. You made it past the 21, 22 mark. That's how long it kind of takes to get rid of, like, being addicted to like the milk, dairy, cheese kind of thing. So you're doing good. Oh, Lori's is having that for 36 years of service. And where's it going to be? Wow, Spinderella, when I went vegetarian when I was 14, and the day I went vegetarian, I gave myself a little tattoo with a little needle and some India ink right there. My best friend and me have that same tattoo. He's not vegan, but he's still a vegetarian, and that marked us going 1990. We went vegetarian, and that's the only tattoo on my body right there, of course. Oh, you discovered follow your heart for your sandwiches. So now you got to try Miyoko's mozzarella. And Chow is really good. In service, congrats for April being your first year. 900 Jefferson Road. What kind of things are they going to be doing there? 7 years vegan, 17 years vegetarian. Congrats. See, it doesn't matter if you've been vegan 23 years, 1 week, 30 years, as long as you're vegan, that's all that matters. Oh, gross, Julie. Feathers on the chicken would do it. When I was younger, and I stopped eating eggs after that, I was at my grandma's house and I cracked open an egg when I was little, and there was like blood in it. It was gross. Oh, yuck, I don't even want to talk about it. Does he look like Leto or am I losing my mind? You've lost your mind. Satan hates you. I'm trying to make it to a centennial, big anniversary. I'll have the YouTube videos up and everything. Barbara was close to graduation in 1990. Tell me your zodiac sign. So Satan hates you, wants to know my zodiac sign. Oh, and I don't know. I'm kind of scared. I'm an Aquarius. Do I ever have to answer questions about my diet? Do I get sick of it? I answer questions about my diet, and I don't really get sick of it because if I'm helping inspire anyone else or in any way, then fine. Yeah, I don't really mind. Oh, I read that wrong. I thought you said Drunk Tank. So they have taste test, live music, Dunk Tank, local regional vendors, and other free samples. That sounds cool. I say, Karen, I say the same thing. Like when I look back to when I did it, I say that it's my probably the single best decision I ever made, not knowing it at the time. Julie says good night. 13 assignments for school to do. What? All right, well, have a good night. Have a good Friday night doing your homework. What's my favorite movie? My all-time favorite movie would be E.T. It just it brings me back to that point in time. It was an amazing experience watching E.T. I really identified with Elliot at the time, riding my BMX bike, playing with Star Wars, and just, everything about that movie I loved. And I got to meet Dee Wallace, the mom in the movie, a couple years ago, and I got her in one of my videos. And I was like super starstruck, and I never get starstruck. I just was like, I can't believe I'm talking to you, kind of thing. Um, my favorite horror movie, like is probably Dracula, Bram Stoker's Dracula with Gary Oldman. However, what movie have I seen more than any other movie? I used to watch it like every day. I was kind of crazy like that. I'd Interview with a Vampire. What can I say? I'm a vampire. I know I put on the zombie front, but I'm truly a vampire at heart, or at undead heart. Are you excited for Saw? Is there a new Saw coming out? I didn't know that. I love Goonies, and I love Close Encounters of the Third Kind. Um, I just watched again another one of my childhood favorites, Flight of the Navigator. I just watched it again last night. Vampire's Kiss. Is that the one with Alyssa Milano, am I thinking of a different one? Because if it is, I've seen it. If it's not, I might have seen it anyway. Just don't remember. Nicolas Cage, Vampires. Wait a minute, was it kind of a comedy? Yeah, Robin Flight of the Navigator. So good. What else? Vampires Kiss. I'll have to see that one again. Vampire movies. You like uh, Let the Right One In? I have not seen the new It movie. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna make a video, my top five or maybe top 10 zombie movies for the coming up October. Goonies for life. Goonies all the way. I still have to go see it, the new It. What else? What else can we talk about? Scaricon is coming up, so if anybody's in the area that I'm in, upstate New York, at Turn and Stone Casino for 3 days, there's going to be a Scaricon, which I go to every year. It's got a really cool guest list this year. Sid Haig, Bill Moseley from Devil's Rejects and House of a Thousand Corpses are going to be there. Um, there's a ton of cool people there. Who else? I think the little kid that played the little Michael Myers is going to be there. One of the guys from Walking Dead. Yeah, Night of the Living Dead is one of my very favorites. George Romero is like my favorite director. I'm so upset that he passed away. Um, Dawn of the Dead. I often tell people that at least once a year I'll watch the behind the scenes footage from Dawn of the Dead because I bought the box set. It really inspires me to do more of my kind of videos. I love it. That's a rare one. The original Dawn of the Dead and the remake. Usually remakes suck, but the remake for that was actually pretty good. Um, I just heard, I forgot who it was. I think it was John Carpenter who did the original Halloween. Um, his view on why everybody is recreating and remaking movies is it's it's something that's safe. It's like a money saver. So every time somebody makes a movie, a big part of getting that movie out there is advertising. If you make a movie that is already been seen and everybody knows about, you have to do less advertising because everybody knows it by the name. So if you do a remake of Halloween, everybody knows what it's going to be about. So you're going to have to do less advertising to get that movie in front of people, to get people in front of that movie. So that's a big reason why a lot of people do remakes. I've not seen Lolita, but I've seen A Space Odyssey, Eyes Wide Shut, The Shining. I've seen a lot of his movies. I am a movie lover. I love movies. Yeah, I would consider Army of Darkness a zombie movie. Yeah, like why do a remake of a perfect movie? For example, I would not want them to do a remake of E.T. ever. Satan hates you. It just asked a good question. So it says, I want to be a movie director so badly, so I wonder, as a movie lover like you, are planning to direct a movie or something. Okay, so I wouldn't be sitting here in front of you if I didn't want to do the same, direct a movie or anything, because I actually came up with the idea of the vegan zombie because I love making movies. I love, even if it's just like a short film or a video with my friends, that's what I've always loved doing since I was a little kid. And I wanted to find a way to do it, to do something that I loved because I hated my job. And then I started, so I started brainstorming what I love doing, and I love making movies. I love movies, and I've been vegan for half my life. So I took those three elements and I came up with the concept for the vegan zombie. And I wrote a movie script for it. So it's a straight up zombie movie. The vegan zombie is, and I wanted to get better at editing, directing, visual effects, all those things that go with movie directing. So I started a YouTube channel in the meantime where I did a vegan cooking show that was set in a zombie apocalypse, and I could start getting better at my skills and inspire people to go vegan and promote veganism while I'm doing it. So what happened was that kind of took off, and that became my main thing, and my movie went on the back burner. So someday I will make the movie The Vegan Zombie. Um, there's kind of like a little story, comic book story, illustrated story in my cookbook at the very beginning that kind of tells the story of the vegan zombie um, in a condensed version. So someday I will make that movie. Barbara, remind me, what is Red Sparrow? In service says this is my first live video, and I have to say this is awesome. Thank you. That means a lot to me because I guess I'm not boring, or maybe not all the time boring. Shaun of the Dead is one of my favorites. Yes, and we're gonna have to talk a little bit about 28 days later and 28 weeks later, whether we consider them zombies or not, and whether I consider them zombies and they fit in that category or not. Either way, they're awesome movies. I love them. Hummus Messiah. I agree with that to a point. Um, Kristen Firestarter was an amazing movie with Drew Barrymore and Kurt Russell. Yeah, you really opened up from when you started, it seems. Yeah, I could not do this when I started. I was very, let's say, shy and not, I couldn't talk in front of the camera. So if this went live right now, I would have choked up. In service, I can't wait to see the Vegan Zombie movie either. So someday, I made a trailer for that. So it's on my original, it's on the Vegan Zombie YouTube page. If you search it, it's like I made it back in like 2010, and it's just a trailer. So obviously, it's going to be a lot better than the trailer. But I wanted to get something out there to pique the interest of people back then. I got a t-shirt that says, "What do vegan zombies eat? Grains." You could get all your fans to be zombies in it. Yes, like I don't know if you've seen the videos, but I used to do really big productions of the Vegan Zombie cooking show where, a few of them we had like a lot of people show up, and we had people, put makeup on them to be zombies. So if you look at our black bean burger recipe or our French toast recipe, we got like a lot of zombies in those. The egg trick muffin, there's a lot of zombies in there, and I tried to make it as cinematic as I could and have a story go with it. It's just hard to, it takes a lot of time, money, and other people to come in and help. We closed down. Well, we didn't close down when our local mall was closed one time. We did a whole zombie movie like right in the food court. It was really fun. Do I have a favorite director? George Romero. George Romero recently passed away. I was really upset. If you don't know, he's the godfather of zombies. He did Night of the Living Dead, Dawn of the Dead, all the zombie movies. He put a political point in each one. He wanted people to know that it was about the people, not about the zombies. Seemed like the nicest guy ever. I wanted to meet him someday, and I'm really bummed out that he ended up dying of lung cancer just like a month or two ago. I also love, Spielberg is amazing. Jaws, E.T., my favorite movie ever. Thanks, Robin. Barbara says, my husband said it has to do with the Black Widow. I don't know, it just looks hot. Wait, I'm lost. I forgot what you were talking about for the Black Widow. Hey, Agnes of Aurora. Barbara, yeah, in March I go to California every March for Expo West, which is in Anaheim. So I'll be in LA, Anaheim. Have I ever smoked? I've never smoked. I've never tasted alcohol. I've never done drugs. I never even, not that it's a drug, but I never even tasted coffee. Have you ever heard of Gaspier? Gaspier? No? No. Have I ever had an addiction? Probably chocolate. Chocolate's my addiction. Or I've never had a drug addiction or anything like that, or an alcohol addiction. I've never had any drugs or alcohol. Let's see, what kind of addiction? I don't know. What other kind of questions? Come on. Addicted to zombie movies. Yeah, I love. I love this time of year, and I love watching like all the horror movies and talking about them. And what happened to cause me to never ever even take? Well, okay, so let's see. We go way back to when I was younger. So my mom would always be like a huge worrywart. She would say something, and I would pretend like I wasn't going to listen to her, but I did secretly listen to her. And so okay, so the first time I could have smoked a cigarette, I was pretty little, and I have a brother that's even younger than me. And my dad went in the house. My dad has smoked ever since he was a teenager, and he's still smoking. So he flicked his cigarette on the ground, and I'm like, Pat, let's go grab that cigarette. So we went over and grabbed it, and he picked it up, and he took a puff, and he coughed. He started, coughing, and I'm like, well, I don't want to do that. I don't want to cough. So I didn't touch it. Um, and then as far as, okay, so when I first could have drank alcohol would have been when I made my first communion. So I was brought up Catholic. I'm no longer religious, but I was brought up Catholic and I had to make my first communion. So I had to go up and, eat the bread, and if you wanted, you could drink the alcohol. So I was like, oh, I'm going to drink some of this wine. So we go up there and I see the priest drink out of the wine cup and then just kind of wipe it off, and then the next person drinks out of it. And I'm like, I was a germaphobe, so I was like, wait a minute. I don't want to drink after somebody else drink. So I didn't have alcohol at that point. And then as I got a little bit older, sixth or seventh grade in health class, we would see the picture of a good liver and then a cirrhosis liver from alcohol abuse, and then good lungs, and then lung cancer lungs from many years of smoking. And to me, it just like I'm like, wow, if that's what it does to you, I don't want any of this in my body. And I know that it takes like a lot to get cirrhosis or like lung cancer or anything. But for me, in my mind, I didn't want any of that in my body. So I kind of identified with being straight edge shortly after that, and I didn't want any alcohol. I didn't want to lose my state of mind, and I just thought it was gross. It just smoking. My dad smokes, so it smells. I don't want it on my clothes. I think it smells disgusting. I don't want to be around it. So as far as coffee goes, my mom always told me when I was younger, because I always wanted coffee, and I do think that coffee smells good, and I think that wine smells good, but I don't drink them. Um, I've never really cared to want to or anything like that. But as far as coffee, my mom always told me that if you drink coffee when you're young, it'll stunt your growth. I already felt like I was short enough, so I'm like I don't want to not grow up and be taller. So like I didn't try coffee. And I still don't, even though I know I'm done growing, but I'm probably shrinking now. Anyway, um, so yeah, that's pretty much it. I don't judge any. I don't like. I'm not judgmental. I'm very easy to get along with kind of person. I'm a good friend, that kind of thing. Um, but and my whole family, like my brothers and sister, they drink. They used to smoke. Nobody smokes anymore. They're all vegan now, which is awesome because my sister is just now going vegan, and she was like the last one out of my siblings. But she's all excited. I just visited her in DC area, and had we went out to some different vegan places, had some good food. I just got back from the expo, so I gave her some meal with cheese and stuff like that. And the other thing, so like yeah, when I was in high school and stuff, I actually had friends that it was their goal for the summer vacation to get me to drink alcohol or get me drunk or something like that. And so like I'm the kind of person like I never gave in to peer pressure. Like there's nothing that some if I didn't want to do something, I didn't care if I looked like an unpopular person or a geek or a nerd. Like I didn't care about any of that. So I did what I wanted to do, I guess, as far as that goes. Ever been offered the devil's lettuce, and what's your take on it? I don't know what the devil's lettuce is. What's the devil? Is that like marijuana? I've never heard that. Why is my family vegan? Well, mainly because I got them to go vegan, I guess. I've had many conversations with my mom. My brothers went vegan pretty much. Well, my brothers went vegetarian right after I did. So they've been vegetarian for well over 20, 25 years. Um, they went vegan within the last, both of them, I think, within the last 8 to 10 years. And my sister just went vegan like a month ago. My mom has been mostly vegan, which, she's doing the best she can, and I support her in every way. My dad, now he's the one that I really wish would start eating a little better. I don't know, Francie. I guess I was just like, I was kind of different than many people. I was that different person I just did my own thing. I did, okay, so here's some more backstory to me. Like, okay, so I also, from like, I rarely ever get sick, and especially after going vegetarian and then vegan. Um, I throughout an entire middle school and high school, I never missed a single day of school, and I got an award for that. Um, but I did everything I was supposed to do. I listened to everybody in high school, and then when I got out, I told myself I never wanted. I'm doing my own thing. I'm not, I didn't want to listen. And that's pretty much why I am where I am now. Like I created my own career, my own job, my own boss, doing what I want to do, being able to look the way I want, like grow my hair long if I wanted to. I could get tattoos. Now, I didn't get tattoos for the longest time. I always wanted a tattoo. So again, if we go back, if you were at the beginning of this, I gave myself that tattoo right here on my hand when I was 14, the day I went vegetarian. And that's the only tattoo on my body. But I always wanted tattoos after that. And I had some friends that were tattoo artists at the time when I was like a teenager. And they would have given me a tattoo because I did a lot for them. But I was so indecisive of what was going to be on my body that I refused to get it until I knew exactly what I wanted. And then a few years later, my whole goal was I wanted to be a special agent in the FBI. So I refused to get any tattoos at that point. Now here I am in my 40s, and I'm like, you know what? If I want, I could get it. And I kind of want to get like a horror themed tattoos, just because, Um, I used to think that I was unique, that I didn't have tattoos because everybody had tattoos, and now I don't. And now I've like changed how I feel about it. And it's like just do whatever. Don't worry if anybody has a tattoo or doesn't. Just do whatever makes you happy. So if I want to get a tattoo, then I'll get a tattoo. Um, but I don't know yet about that. Where was I going with this? I was going with something. Oh yeah, yeah. So I created my own thing pretty much. Um, you got to give yourself self confidence. You got to have self confidence. Self confidence. I pretty much gave myself through the vegan zombie. I didn't, even though like I didn't give into peer pressure. I wouldn't say that I was like really confident. I was pretty insecure when I was younger, and all the way up till probably just like 5, 6, 7 years ago, after I created the vegan zombie. And then I realized that I had to be in front of the camera, or I had to go do a speech, or I had to do a demo, or I had to talk to people. And that's when I really had to like realize that I had to do something. And the way I did this, because like I've said this many times, so if you probably already heard this before if you watch all my live videos, but I've um I've choked up, doing live public speaking. I was with John, which was good, but I choked up where I like totally lost my train of thought. And it was because I was insecure. Um, I've overcome that now, and and I don't need John to be with me to do this. I can go up and just start doing these presentations, and it's because of this. I basically told myself. So here's what so if you ever have to speak in public or you ever have to do this thing, and a lot of people are afraid to do this, and I understand because I used to be one of them, and it's like a very common thing for people to be afraid to speak in public or whatever. So this is what I told myself. And other people might tell themselves different things, but I just kind of said, like, okay, I'm an expert at my own life. I consider myself an expert at veganism because I've done it all of my teenage and adult life. So it's something that I've just lived through experience. And these are the things I got to talk about. So, and then I started thinking, I'm just as good as anybody else, like really nobody's better than you. Like in 100, 200 years, nobody will even know I existed. Nobody will know me. Nobody will know somebody that knew me. This is my time. I'm going to go up here and I'm going to say what I want to say or what I have to say, and people will either like it or not like it or have no opinion at all. But I'm going to do what I have to do. So that's basically what I told myself, and I just got up there and I started talking. Me too, Barbara. When I hit 18, actually I was 19. I left and I moved to Sarasota, Florida, with some friends. When I was 18, I hitchhiked to Florida. I didn't make it. I only got to Fayetteville, North Carolina, or is it South? North Carolina. Special agent, man. Yeah, that's what I wanted to do. Um, all we are is dust in the wind, right? Karen, same here. Like I was a recluse for like I still kind of am a recluse. I mean, I can go out there in crowds and I don't it's not I'm not comfortable with it. I can go out there and speak and do demos and stuff like that, but for instance, like I go grocery shopping at like 2 or 3 in the morning when nobody's around. Barbara made it in the army. So I didn't quite make it to special investigator of the FBI, but I did become a special investigator for a different branch of the government. And now, now vegan zombie all the way. I would probably call myself an extroverted introvert, maybe. It is. It's happy first day of fall. Yeah. It's also my parents' anniversary. So happy anniversary to them. I love fall. I love autumn. It's funny, Francie. They've been married 44 years, and my mom accidentally said she on Facebook she said something to my dad today, and she's like, um, "Happy 44 hours," and I commented on it. I'm like, "Only 44 hours? What happened?" Thanks. Thanks for the anniversary wishes for my parents, guys. I did have short hair like 5 years ago. I haven't really cut it since. What happened? Yeah, they're good in a video. They loved it. I know. Well, my mom loves it. Um, I do like the Schmidt's deodorant because I've tried so many different deodorants, and I'm the kind of person I got to be honest with people. If I don't like it, then I'm not gonna like tell you guys or promote it or something like that. And none of them were working. The only ones that seem to work are the ones that are not good for you. They have all the bad things in it. So Schmidt's, I actually like it. It's actually working. And I found it at Wegmans for $7.99 for a stick, but I hear that they have them at Marshall's for like $3.99. So I want to check that out. My first YouTube vid. Yeah, I used to have real short hair. Like if you find one with me and John like a long time ago, I had like buzzed hair. Do I know good vegan YouTubers? Um, yeah, I know quite a bit. Because of you, I tried pizza. Awesome, awesome. Hell Sing. Favorite Halloween movies. We're gonna get into that. You know, we're gonna Vegan for Vendetta. I'm gonna do a video of my top zombie movies and then Halloween movies. And I'm trying to see what's on Netflix now. So I just watched Be Afraid the other night. It was all right. Um, Crystal Essence is better. We both we both have the same accent. I don't know. I didn't know I had an accent, but we're both from the same. We're from Syracuse, New York. What's the worst movie I ever saw? Probably either Chelsea Walls, directed by Ethan Hawke. He's a much better actor than that movie when he directed it. Um, or this movie called what's it called? Iron Man, but not Iron Man that you guys know. Like it's like a Japanese movie that is just the whole movie is just a bunch of animated like wires going everywhere the whole movie. And I don't know why my friends wanted to watch it, but it was bad. It was real bad. Google it. Iron Man, but not the Iron Man, not the Marvel superhero Iron Man. So, yeah, it's easy. Barbara, that's exactly what happened. I think that's what happened. I think they did. They used to do things like that, and just they knew I wouldn't do anything, so they would just be like, "Ah, just let Chris chill out with us." And then it just got to the point where, um, Barbara, you're totally right. I think that's what they did. Um, and they're all sitting there loving it, and I'm like, "What are we watching? Seriously?" And they're like, "Oh man, this is so cool." Do I buy expensive vegan cheese? Sometimes I do, but I don't really have the money to do it on a regular basis. But Miyoko's cheese is awesome. It's pretty expensive though for a thing of mozzarella. It's like $7 or $8 where I am, so it might be even more in bigger cities and stuff like that. However, the way I kind of rationalize it is I'm going to have a pizza. So if I'm going to make a pizza, I can make my own dough. I could make my own sauce, or even if I buy some sauce here, it's only 99 cents for a jar of sauce. And I don't usually I just like cheese pizza pretty much. You know, sometimes I'll put some other things on it, but just that right there. So I'm spending 99 cents for the sauce, $8 for the cheese, and then I can make the crust no problem, like with flour and water. So I'm spending like $9, and I got like a huge pizza that I could share with everybody. Vegan Jedi, thank you for the tip. Thank you guys all for the tip. I appreciate it. Um, Please don't ever cut your hair short again. You look great with a. Thank you. I actually don't intend to. Most of my life I had short hair, so now I can. I like it long. And you know what? If I feel like I don't want it down, I just pull it back, and then it feels like I have short hair. The worst movie Francine ever saw was Made to Order. I'm not familiar with that one. Do I have a scary movie that really scared me? Let me think. When I watch a movie, like obviously I know they're not real, but I try to scare myself because I love being scared and like not many things scare me. Like if somebody told me this house was haunted, I would go there because I want to see something happen. Like I will go to the most haunted house and stay there overnight. But as for a movie that scared me. So when I try to go, so when I see a scary movie, I try to like suspend reality to pretend like it's real. So like when I saw like the Blair Witch Project, I thought that was pretty scary because there's a certain part in that movie, I won't give it away, but there's a certain part in the movie that if you weren't paying attention at the beginning, you had no clue what was happening at the end. And I paid attention. So half the movie theater when we saw it was like, what happened there? That was stupid. And the rest of us were like, oh my God, that was so scary. So I thought that was pretty good. When I first saw The Ring, again, because I tried to suspend reality and put myself in place of the actor of the movie, I thought that was pretty scary. Same with The Grudge. Um, yeah. What did I think of The Room? Hang on, I don't. I feel like I saw it, but I can't think of what that was. The Room. Maybe I didn't see that. The Room. I don't know if I saw that. Thank you, Tammy. Oh, it was a good free spin, Vegan Jedi. Let's see, where are we? Yeah, the original Blair Witch. I like that. And when I was little, okay, so I could go back and tell you about that. Um, Originally, Vegan Jedi, I didn't really have that much of an interest to see the new It film because the original one, I didn't really like it that much. But I went and visited Stephen King's house last year, and then I saw all the places that inspired him to write that. Like I saw the water tower and the actual grate where he like thought of, where Pennywise would be. And I've heard only good reviews about that movie, so I do want to go see it. A vegan haunted house, slaughterhouse. Um, so when I was younger, my parents wouldn't let me see horror movies. Um, I think I told you guys before the first one that I really saw, but that's kind of a. I'll go to the second one. So the second one, I was a little bit older now, and not that old, but I was staying. My parents dropped me off to stay with my grandparents, and my grandfather was like literally OCD about um, movies. Like as far as he would record every movie. He had like more movies in a card catalog than like Blockbuster did at the time. And he would record every movie and put it on like the tape where you could find it and then put a list so you could look at a list and then be stacked in his entire apartment of where the movies were. So when I went there, I said, "Can I watch any movie?" And he's like, "Yeah, let's watch a movie." And my mom's like, "No scary movies." And I'm like, "Come on, Mom. I want to watch Nightmare on Elm Street because it just came out. I wanted to see it." And my mom said no. And finally, I got her and my grandfather to say, my grandfather was, well, he was cool with letting me watch it. But finally, they said I could watch it. So I'm like, all right, cool. So I started watching Nightmare on Elm Street by myself. My grandparents are in the other room, and I'm not with my brother. I'm by myself. I'm watching Nightmare on Elm Street, and I realized that, oh my God, Freddy only kills kids, and he only kills them when they sleep. I'm a kid, and I have to sleep. So when I went to bed that night, I was terrified. But I did it to myself. But I love horror. Excited for The Walking Dead. I haven't really liked the newer I'll watch it, but I haven't liked the newer seasons. I love season one. I love season two. I actually started watching season one again, just not too long ago. Where are we here? Yeah, magicians. Like I try. Yeah. Well, actually, every time I see a magician, I try to figure out how they did it. Because I used to really be into magic too. I am excited for Stranger Things. If you haven't seen, I just made my Go Vegan Stranger Things shirt. I just made some more of them. I made them last year, but I just made some more today actually. Karen, that sounds like me when I first watched Friday the 13th too. Watch two Sinister. So you like Sinister and It. They should remake Cousin It. Should I be Cousin It? Okay. Um, oh yeah, we got to talk about haunted houses or, you know, things that happened, paranormal things that has happened. I'll do that in another one. Yeah, The Ring and The Grudge, they were pretty scary. Let's see. I'm trying to get caught up here. For Vendetta. I lucid dream too, or at least I used to a lot, and it's pretty crazy. Um, Sleep paralysis, probably the scariest thing that ever happened to me. When Freddy falls down the stairs and lands on it. Do I like to be? Yeah, I like to be scared, but not much scares me. So, chainsaw scare the crap out of Vegan for Vendetta. Roller coasters don't scare me. I prefer not to always go on roller coasters. I want to live as long as possible. But if I have to go on one, yeah, then I would do it. You know, that happens a lot to people that are vegan. Sometimes they'll have a nightmare that they accidentally ate meat or something. Yeah, sleep paralysis is no joke. And you know, if it never happened to me, I probably wouldn't believe it. But it's terrifying. What do I think of the purpose of time? Um, I guess it's irrelevant to anyone except for humans. Our time is our own time. But it's you know what? It's the one thing that I'm afraid of is not having enough time. I wish I could live forever, or at least a long time. You want to know like a kind of like a Twilight Zoney movie? I should actually do a video on this. Don't steal my idea. I had a dream that in my dream I had a wish. And my wish was I want to be immortal. I want to live forever. And there I was, like on planet Earth, like right before, like right when it was able to sustain life. So right before the dinosaurs and everything. And there was nothing there. It was just like sand everywhere, a few plants, and there I was. And I was alive and I couldn't die. And I was like, what did I just do? And I'm looking around and there was nothing else around except for a digital alarm clock that was unplugged, but it was on. And it was laying on the sand upside down. It was upside down and it said 11:34. And now I realized that I would live forever without anyone else around or anything for millions of years. I would go probably insane. Does anybody understand the 11:34 upside down? 11:34 upside down says hell. And I thought that was a really bizarre dream. So, oh, I love alien movies. Oh, I love them. I love time travel movies and futuristic movies and all that kind of stuff. Um, A Brief History of Time by Stephen Hawking was an awesome book. I read it years ago. I didn't think I would comprehend it, and I completely understood everything. And then I went to my public speaking class when I was in college, and I gave a public speaking on the Big Bang Theory. And I told everybody, and they were just like, "What are you talking about?" It was amazing. I loved it. I am doing a Twilight Zone. I actually already made a Twilight Zone vegan shirt where it says the vegan zombie in the Twilight Zone font, and it's got the spirals behind it. I just made this shirt too. This is the new Zombie Crew shirt. It's a new updated version to my other one. It's kind of like the Dawn of the Dead font almost, with a kitchen knife and a baseball bat. And it says Crew, and we still got the little bunny in there, like always. Yeah. So Twilight Zone will be coming too. No, it wasn't filmed. In fact, it was like back in 1999, so people didn't just bring camcorders with them, and we didn't have the smartphones. I know. Thank you, thank you. I just wanted to make something that I was interested in, that I wanted to watch. That is my dog going nuts. He's walking around with his toy in his mouth. Indy, what are you doing? He's got his toy in his mouth. You guys can hear him. Well, we've gone over an hour. This has been fun. I think I'm gonna go make some food. Probably take Indy for a walk. How did I get myself comfortable? Well, I wanted to continue doing what I do with the vegan zombie, and with John kind of like pulling away from not being able to do it as much, I didn't want to lose everything I worked hard for. So I basically forced myself to get in front of the camera, and I wanted to keep doing the videos because I love doing videos, and there's no better feeling than making videos and being able to promote veganism while you're doing it. So that's what I love doing, and that's what I do. That's what I did. Yes, that was Indy in the background. He's laying down now. I'm not sure what I'm gonna have for dinner. Indy, come here. Come here. They want to see you. Come here. Come here. What are you doing? What are you doing? You being a good boy? Are you a pup? You're a pup, right? You a pup? Yeah. Thanks, Vegan, for Vendetta. Thanks for watching. Thanks, Black Mist Angel. Yeah, he does want to go play with the skunks like he did before. He ran out and he got a direct hit to his mouth with a skunk. And then he came back. He came back to me going like, he's like, yeah, that's what he was doing. And I'm like, whoa, get away from me. Anyway, so we'll sign off with Indy. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Stay safe. Watch out for zombies. Indy, say good night. Indy, say good night. Oh, you see what he did? He makes me pet him. He puts his head under my arm and makes me pet him. Watch. Ready? You gonna make me pet you? No. All right. Good night, guys.